welcome to my channel. My name is Happy and I'm the Crafty Chemist. This video is a bit of a confession and the very small amount of plans that I have for December of 2024. Confession time. I bought more books. I didn't mean to. I did. The 3 for 2 came up during Black Friday, and I took the opportunity to get a couple of Hannah Carlson books and one other special book, and I also bought some more tempera paint sticks and some water-based markers that haven't made it here yet. So anyways, I did buy Daydreams by Hannah Carlson. I don't know that I'll color anything in it until 2025. I've seen so many people's beautiful pages in here, and I just had to have it. Like, I'm not all that fond of these, but what I've figured out I want to do is color the fish, like, or the one that's got all the designs in it already, and do a plain background, and then do a plain fish and a crazy background instead of doing patterns on the fish. So that may be some of the first stuff that I do in here where I can be really, really creative. I did look, you know, there's some that are kind of nighttime scenes, and nighttime seems to be a big thing. This one could easily be like made into Christmas. So, you know, everybody's familiar with this book. It's not a new book, you know, it's 2016, so it's not new. And the one I wish I'd have gotten was Magical Dawn, but the other one I got was Summer Nights, which obviously it is not summer here where I live. It is very cold. So right now it's 16 Fahrenheit outside, but there are so many in here that are just so adorable. Again, I don't know that there's anything that I would even consider doing for a wintry kind of page, but this one definitely allows some focus on summary pages, which will be great come March or so. You can do, you know, spring, summer stuff. And then the third book I got is Fairy Tales and Folklore. I've seen too many people having too much fun with this, and I know that this month there is a couple of different color alongs, but the ones that I really like are the mouse in the ornaments and the house gnome with the mouse in the ornaments, and there's even a candy cane back here. And then the one that everybody is doing for a color along is the deer in the ornament. So the 3 ornament pages may be on my list to get done. I'm excited to try out this paper. It's very smooth, so I'm not really sure which pencils I'm going to want to use on it. It's time for me to do some experimenting. I came to the conclusion that I have way too many things, and I need to stop buying not only books but also supplies. And I have several colored pencils. I just want to start using some of it up. I have Castle Art, which I'm not that fond of. I have Brute Funer Squares, which are okay. I have Starjoy Gold, which I kind of quite like. I have some of the Polychromos. I don't have like a whole set of anything. And I have the Prismacolors. Plus then I have, you know, Derwent Drawing and a lot of Derwent things, but I don't have any of the sets of like just regular colored pencils from Derwent. So I may try out a few other things, but I'm not gonna buy. I gotta stop buying. So some of my plans now. I decided that this book, this is Story of Precious Cats. I want to try to finish it in the next year. And I think it's doable. And I have colored quite a few things in it already, but I've been working on this page here. It's a 2-page, and this is in the winter section. So the winter section starts here, and I translated the story. The whole world is white. If you dress warmly, you won't be affected by the extreme cold. It's a season full of fun things to do, from making giant snowmen and having snowball fights to Christmas. I really like the fireplace in the house because it warms you up and melts the cold away. So these snowman pages I'm planning to do in January. So this would be January, and January. And then February, and this is December. And these two are December. And these would be February. And this is December as well. And if it happens that I can't get something done, then, you know, I'll just carry it over. But these are also February. I'm really excited to color this one in particular, but then it's the end of the book. And then there is this stuff back here, which I don't have a plan for. But in March, then I would start at the beginning of the book with the spring section. And when I have time, I may feel like doing the prologue area, but spring, you know, I can get a couple of pages. It'd have to be no more than 6 per month done. And I really like this book, so I think it's going to be easy for me to pick it up and work on it. And I've been having so much fun already with this. I love the paper in this book. Everything in this book makes me happy, every single page. And so I think this needs to be the first book that I ever finish. And then I do still have a whip in occult and folklore, and there are a couple of other things. So this is the Anastral tree, and this is the Snow Queen, and this is the Yule cat, and this is Frigg. So if I can get those done as well, I will. I also wanted to do the Man Lwyd, a Yuletide from Wales, and Lucy on maybe I'll do that on the 13th, so I'd have to take this one with me because I'll be going out of town. But I do still have this whip in here where I'm trying to fix where things came through, and I have a lot of playing around to do with it, and I had a smear of paint, so some of these others that I do, I'll have to do that. But I think this is another book that at some point I would love to have as much of it done as I could. All right, then we're on to some stuff that is like just crazy. I hate this book. So what I decided to do was turn it into a like mess around completely book. And so these are all the colors of tempera paint that I have. These are the new ones I got. These are shuttle art. I really just wanted to see how they compared to the quick sticks that I have. And most of the colors, so if they have 2 marks by them from the shuttle art, I had a matching one in the quick stick. So I think that gives me like 22 or something like that different colors. They came with a white. I already had a white. There's a white here that you can't see because it's white. And then there's a glittery white. I don't know, a shiny one here. So that gives me 2 whites, which is fine. I did use it on here. This picture gives me like, hey, let's summon demons kind of thing, because these girls are all holding hands around this candle. But I put quick sticks as a base for this. And then I started using polychromos on this paper. This is just regular, like, it's crappier than printer paper. And the polychromos were not good. I couldn't smooth them out. I couldn't blend them. So I'm using Starjoy Gold because I just don't want to waste any of my better supplies. And I'm just going to use cheap stuff and use it up. I mean, why not? Not that I think Starjoy Gold is awful. It's an okay pencil. It's just that they're a whole lot cheaper than the polychromos. But this paper is so thin that you can actually see images through the paper. So like I can't do that with my printer paper that I use at work. So anyway, yeah, I'm just playing around with this and trying out things on top of the tempera paint sticks. It is a little bit hard to color on there on top of the surface. The paint sticks do fill in every little gap, so then they're kind of smooth on top. But I mean, I'm making it work. I think this has many layers of pencils and the tempera paint sticks, and I'll just keep playing with it. That's all I'm gonna do. It's just like I just took notes for stuff I was working on for finals, and I'm just gonna write on it. I'm just gonna use this as like a notebook and not even worry about what the pictures are. I do have wintertime mandalas out, and I have a few pages marked that I want to do. I like the cookies. And I've been trying to fix this one. Last year I did this with watercolors, and the watercolors bled through over here. Even though I had a paper down, it slid or something. And so I had this downstairs next to where I sit, and I was working on it a little bit. And then I like the little fox, but this is also winter time. It's not necessarily Christmas, so I'm going to keep things around. Christmas for me is just a time to relax and enjoy the company of friends and family. So this one is the Christmas coloring book, and again, I kind of just have more wintry things picked out in it. I do think I have some Santa, but I like this snow globe and ice skating. This one does actually say Merry Christmas. I thought that might be kind of fun to do, make it all glittery or something. And this Santa's. So there's a lot of pictures in here. I got it last year. It's going to take me a while to get through it. If I get to it, I would love to do the 2 Christmas pages in here that I haven't done. So the one with the sleigh, and then the one where the kitties are dropping off the presents to all the forest animals. I've already done this one last year, and I did it with alcohol markers. I really like it, so maybe I should consider that, or I actually would really like to get those water-based markers and give them a try. I did do a page in here already. This is Mindful Color Adorable Clouds. I did this over Thanksgiving, and there's only one Christmas page in here, and it is this little bear being pulled by a reindeer in a airplane, and they're not really dropping any presents, they're just flying over this town. This paper has a lot of texture to it. It is an Amazon paper, so it is a little see-through, but it has a ton of texture, and I had taken my Prismacolors. I'm not sure if I want to keep using them in here. Prismacolors get dull so fast, and they're just so mushy. I may want to use a harder pencil, but there's some really cute, like, small images in here. I don't know that I'll do anything else in this for December, but I have done that one. And then this one is another one that will only be out this month, and I did do a page in here just to try it out. Again, I used Prismacolors. I don't know if I'll continue to use Prismacolors in it, but I did this one. My niece works on luxury yachts, and so she will be spending Christmas like in a very warm place. I think she'll be in the Virgin Islands. Anyway, this is color by number. I decided to do this one while I got to see her over Thanksgiving, and it was a lot of fun. And there's a lot of really neat images in here. I love the pictures in here so much. Like this one I really, really like. I also just didn't want to start with one that I really, really liked in case I didn't like how I did it. The color schemes are a little off. I adjusted it a little bit because like I used 2 different colors of green gradient for here. So, you know, because this is the colors over here, I didn't want all the greens to be the same, these like cool greens. And so I put in some warm greens for the tree. But I mean, the small plans, that's it for me for December. I just want to get done with work, and I'm taking my son to Winter Juniors, a national swim meet in Austin, Texas. We leave next week, and so I'll be gone for a week with him for that. And then he should have made a decision about his college plans, and then I want to be home, and I want to have all the Christmas relaxation that I can. I haven't even finished decorating the house. That's going to be something that I work on tomorrow. So thanks for watching. Happy holidays and happy coloring.